All right, testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, one, two, three. Guys, can you hear me okay? Give me a yes in the chat box. All right, sweet deal. Let's get to it. So, taking a look at news, guys. 9:45. So we got about 15 minutes roughly, and it's final manufacturing PMI. Right. That's what you guys came for to break this down. Right. How do we trade economic news with the technical analytics, right, from on the charts. But in order to do so, first, guys, we got to understand what's going on in the news, and then obviously we got to understand what's going on in the chart, all right, or on the chart, all right. So, final manufacturing PMI, and this is da, 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 release monthly, right? One of the first business days after the month ends, all right. And so May just end, June has begin. Level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. All right, so these are all the industries that make stuff, and it says above 50 indicates expansion or industry expansion, below indicates contraction. All right, so um, when we're looking at the forecasted, they're not really expecting any change. So, if it comes out as they expected, then there may not be any change on the dollar. But if it comes out above 50, then again, that would indicate expansion within the economy, and that would mean, well, that should be a good thing for the dollar, and typically that should make it rise. All right. So again, surveyed of about 800 purchasing managers, which asked respondents to rate the relative level of business conditions, including employment, production, new orders, prices, supplier deliveries, and inventories. All right, guys. So again, this is what it all measures. This is what the survey is all about. 800 purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry to see how the economy is doing. All right. Their expectations is that the economy is not going to do any worse or better than before, but we'll see. All right, because you see here, they had it with no change, but then it came out higher, and that was good back in March. All right, so April it was lower than expected. That came out bad. May, right, the previous month here came out higher again than expected. So that should have been good, but it didn't really paint it as green. Regardless, guys, if this gets above 50, especially 50.9, if it's 51, 52, anything like that, expect the dollar to have a push up. All right. And then right after that, we have, ISM at 10 o'clock. All right. And again, this is for the index. This is just for purchasing managers in the manufacturing. All right. So the first one was what was it? Oh, they're both manufacturing. Yeah, they're both. But this is, dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So it's just 300 purchasing managers, and then I guess they asked them kind of the same thing. The Institute for Supply Management (ISM). All right, Purchasing Managers Index. So again, they're both the same, but it looks like this survey is just a little less participants, if you ask me. But I'm not the economic wizard. I just know how to put two and two together. All right. So, um, TikTok for this, and let's go and look at the chart, see what we got, guys. Ghost, what's good? All right. So, heading up, looking at the dollar, and this is what we got, guys. All right. So this is on the 4-hour time frame. You guys can see we got a little bit of a down trend going on. Right from here from this high to where price is now, and everything's indecisive, really, right? We could still push down further, possibly break this low, possibly get all the way to this low, but we could also reject this area, start rising, reject this area, start rising, right? The possibilities are endless. Nonetheless, this is what alerts are for, all right? Get them set on the dollar just to see which direction it starts to push as we get closer to news. All right. But overall, I'm bullish on the dollar. All right. Because we had a nice push up. And now all of this is a heavy pullback, pretty much 100% retracement pullback, just about. But you're seeing, as we, look in this area, you're seeing all of the rejection here and more rejection here in this area. So it seems like 104 is 36 is a hard area to get below. Okay, so as we're here, possibly if we get here again, it may still be a very hard area to get below. All right, so because of that, right, is how I'm looking at it for the dollar to at some point turn bullish. All right, but we're going to find out very soon once news hits. Okay, but our dollar, all right, looking bearish. All right, up against a resistance area. We had a nice rise, right, but then we started failing to break above it. So let's just get some alerts in the mix. It looks like gold is doing something, and we'll go and check that out. And Ghost, I think you asked something about gold this morning. It could have been something else. I forgot. I didn't catch it quite. But you can pop it in the chat if you remember what I'm talking about, so I can answer you now. But let me see. All right, so yeah, definitely looks like it could take a fall. Euro, same deal. Um, we did make this big push up, but as of just about here, we're starting to make these lower highs, and you can't really see it on the 4 hour. So if we drop down to the 2 hour, this is where you can kind of see, just a little bit of a lower high um, formed with the break of a low, and now we're pushing back into, this area that we had a lot of bears show up from. So, we'll see, but let's just get some alerts because it's almost about that time. And we need them for both sides, right? You want to put alerts on both sides before news, right? Because again, this can go either way. But after news, right, and you're looking for, or if you had a perfect setup, you mainly want your alerts on just with whichever side it is that you're trying to actually take the trade. So, just a little tidbit for you guys, as we're going through it. All right, pound dollar looks mixed. It's really consolidated in my opinion, but it's definitely been rising from this level of support, which is the previous day low. All right, maybe Friday's low, but um, we're starting to just push up. It seems like on the pound dollar, so I'm not quite sure if we'll actually get a drop on it if the dollar rises, but anything's possible. All right, so that's pound dollar. New Zealand dollar definitely looks like we have a selling opportunity, okay? Even though I just want to let you guys know that this is bullish, all right? This is very bullish as of right now in this moment, right? We broke above these highs right here. We also broke above these. So we pushed up higher, and it looks like we're creating this fair value gap. It isn't set in stone just yet, but it is, developing, all right? So with that fair value gap, guys, there's a possibility we could spring off of this, as a, bungee, not a bungee, what do you call that? Uh, y'all know what I'm talking about. The things the kids play with in the background, in the backyard. Damn, trampoline. Damn, I couldn't think of it. So yeah, so we could bounce off of here like a trampoline and push through the roof. So you got to be careful on the New Zealand dollar. All right. Dollar CAD, man, it looks bullish, and I want to take it right now. It looks very bullish. All right. Yes, we did have a big push down here, but you can see once we got in the blue sea of this order block, right, we started to, uh, not get lower than the previous day low. I mean, it's respecting it to the T. That is pretty crazy, but it is what it is. I like it for nice confirmations and indications to get into a particular trade. So right now, dollar CAD is definitely looking good for a buy. So get my alerts in the mix, and we'll come back to it. All right, let's check on news. Let's make sure we're not missing it. All right, 42. So we got 2 minutes. All right, so we're almost there. All right, and again, if you're just joining, guys, thank you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me. I really appreciate the love. All right, another change in SMB policy has probably boosted the franc. All right, so that's another thing we'll come to as we go along if we see any opportunities. All right, dollar CHF also looking very bullish. All right, guys. So again, this is giving me indications that, we may get a rise on the dollar. And I'm strictly going off of market structure, not the actual, um, news results that we're getting shortly here for uh, economic news. All right, but there it is. All right, USD JPY, it looks bearish to me. I don't, it's not following suit of everything else. It definitely looks a little bearish to me. So I'm gonna, just kind of play it careful. All right, guys, but get some alerts because we're about to get those results in a minute, and maybe things will go haywire. Maybe they won't because again, we got news at 10, right? Right after this. So may not get too much or have too much going on. All right, but let's take a look at gold really quick. All right, gold looks bearish, guys. I'm gonna get some alerts on it because again, we're about to rock and roll. All right, yeah, gold is looking prime for a little drop, but let's see what we got. And it always feels like New Year, especially like when you got a nice setup on a particular pair, it gets crazy. All right, but for now, we are waiting just a few seconds. Shout out to Bitcoin. Martez, look at the magic. All right, we broken yesterday's high, maybe Friday's high, and we're starting to push up. I'll put some more alerts on Bitcoin, but I don't want it to get in the way of what we got going on today. But they say Bitcoin mimics the dollar or the dollar mimics Bitcoin, however you want to look at it nowadays. And we're starting to rise on Bitcoin, so maybe we'll get that same rise on the dollar. And there goes our Ethereum in the money, honey, also breaking the previous day low. So it's looking beautiful for a continuation and a rise. All right, let's look at our dollar. Okay, as news is probably hitting. Come on. All right. 51.3 came out higher. All right, and here we go. Let's get to see what the dollar did. All right, come on now, dollar. Don't do me like that. There we go. All right. Okay, so right now, guys, 4 hour, you can't see anything. Let's get to the nitty gritty, 15 minutes. And here we go. All right, so all zoomed in. Bitcoin is definitely doing something. And from the looks of it, it's probably rising. Dollar CHF. Now, you see how we're in this bit of an order block here, and this was from a, maybe a 30-minute time frame, if you will. But from, all right, dollar CAD, dollar CHF. Let me push these alerts a little further or closer, rather. All right, push these a little closer. Again, this is another thing. When you get to the lower time frame, you can make those alerts more precise, right? Get them right on the money so that you get alerted, when things start moving, you don't miss anything. All right, US and S&P PMI manufacturing final index uh, came out to this, right? So that was expected. So that's great for the dollar, right? Bunch of things are going off. Dollar hasn't really significantly pushed yet. But again, guys, I'm expecting a move up from this order block on this lower time frame, getting to this area at 104.70. All right. So we'll see, but things are going off. All right. You can already start to see a slight push as we go up. Okay. So again, this is how you do it, right? You don't make a decision right off of news, right? Because again, there's knee-jerk reactions. There's false moves, right? There's all sort of manipulation happening initially when the news is released, right? Sometimes, right? It's not always the case. Sometimes when the news comes out and it's good or bad, you'll get price to just shoot in that direction continuously, right? Throughout the morning, probably up until lunchtime. But Uh, that's sometimes, right? Majority of the times, it will go up and down, up and down, up and down to try to take everybody out. Try to get you thinking going this way, then it's really going to take it that way, or get you thinking it's going that way, and then really take you this way, right? It's the name of the game. They have to do that to try to grab as much money as they can, and you can only do that by manipulating folks, right? That's just the way it goes. All right, dirty little secret, but now the secret's out. All right, so be cool when the news drops. Give yourself some time to analyze. Let's see all the manipulation and the whipsaw happen, and then from there, you'll get settled. Probably 30 minutes to an hour in, you'll see what's really what, and then you'll be able to make a sound decision on whether or not you want to get into that play for a buy or a sell, and you still have plenty of time left throughout the day for it to play out. All right. So again, never rush anything, guys. Don't have FOMO just because you see or you hear positive news and then you see a positive move on the pair that you're trading, right? And you just like, oh, I got to get in. I got to get in. Remember, all right, that's that's where your emotions are, all right? And we got to check those at the door, all right? Because if you're trading off of those, you're definitely going to take some, all right? So letting all this happen, again, nothing really, right? All those alerts are going off, but nothing really happened on the dollar, all right? So let's take a look at Bitcoin and see, what that did. Ethereum's just pushing, pushing. Bitcoin is shooting, guys. We're now at 70,000 pretty much, guys. 70,200. And they're talking all this talk about Bitcoin. Oh, it's crap. Oh, it ain't gonna do nothing. Bitcoin is gonna hit 100K, guys. All right. Just remember that I told you, right? It's just, man, 100K is right here, guys. Right? 90K is right here. 80K is right there. So obviously we're in the 70s. We're gonna get to the 80 first, right? Which is a pretty decent move. And I mean, we're getting past all-time highs. All right. So looking at this all together, look at this from inception, in 2012, all the way to where we are now, right? At that $70,000 mark, guys, and we're above. So the highest has been 73,000. All right, and I think we're gonna get past that because the way that it's looking right now, man. All right, you're definitely gonna see some headlines or hear something, and then everybody's gonna be running over to purchase Bitcoin because they're gonna think that, man, I'm about to miss that 100K. All right, so let me get in, right? But looking good, looking good. All right, Ethereum also still looking good. So we'll leave it alone. Let those do what they got to do. Let's look at some other pairs because we got 10 more minutes before the last bit of dollar news is out, and then we'll go through everything, see what we got, and see what we can take advantage of. All right. So here we go. All right, and pound odd. All right, so odd dollar is doing something. Let's take a look at it really quick. Oh, look at that. All right, very nice fall, guys. Now, this is, again, just something that I would be willing to take without waiting, like I was mentioning to you guys earlier with the news. And that's because this is a nice bearish candle after these tweezer tops at a level of resistance. Okay, now again, this is still bullish, right? I need you guys to understand that, right? So we're on the 15-minute, but as we're pushing up to this level of resistance, we're going up, all right? And here was a little fair value gap that it created. So this may not be quite ready for a sell, all right? But by the time we get news at 10 o'clock on the dollar, I'll be able to see if this breaks below this fair value gap. And if so, then, I may take it for the sell. But right now, it can reject like it's doing and start to rise even more. Only time will tell. And the alerts will also let me know. All right, so those are set. All right, let's go and take a look at Euro. All right, so that's dropping a little bit. Again, guys, we're on a 15-minute time frame. Coming on down. Let me get this really quick. All right. Pound dollar, not doing too much. Okay, there's New Zealand. Okay, here's Canadian uh, dollar CAD actually. So again, look at how we got a nice push up on this from this order block, guys. Dollar CAD is the one that I'm really looking at to take advantage of out of the dollar-based pairs. So um, yeah, it's like I want to take this so bad right now. But because we got that news in 10 minutes, I want to be cool. Um, and get my emotions under control. All right, but man, is it looking good for a rise? And we're talking. What are we talking? 55 pips here and 100 pips up to this high. All right, but from a higher time frame, you guys can see that we definitely got nothing but space and opportunity to get up to here. All right, so JPY, I mean dollar, little rejection, pound dollar. Nothing much. Sterling anchored by its 10 DMA awaiting inflation rates. All right, let's look at some of our pound pairs. Pound odd. All right, looking pretty good for a buying opportunity. I would like to see us tap into this order block and then get the buy, but maybe we'll just rise off of the previous day low, right, which is this white line here, right, and from there maybe we'll just get on up to this level. We're talking 84, 85 pips, possibly way more because pound pairs do numbers. All right, guys. Now pound CAD. Oh man, this looks very nice for the sell, but I do not like the way that it's consolidating in this area. When I look left, definitely see this very tiny order block here. Okay, that it tapped into and respected. Okay, so as I'm looking at the pound CAD, even though it looked it pretty good for a selling opportunity, it is consolidating, right? And you never really want to make your move out of consolidation, right? You want price to make its move out, out of consolidation, either to the upside or the downside, before you decide what it is that you're going to do. All right, but um, we did get into this for a sell before, so we were in profit. My team took, locked in profits, things like that. But now, uh, you know, because of news and other things, you'll get consolidation, before the results and then after results, right? That's where things get wild and crazy. All right. So pound cat, we're going to keep an eye on. All right, pound CHF, guys. This was support when price was here, but we just broke below it, and we also broke below the previous day low. So we're getting indications basically that the pound CHF wants to continue to fall. All right. So we're going to be looking for some selling opportunities on this. And again, got the alerts set and ready to go to let me know if we actually start falling. But guys, very nice break and retest. Okay, so again, if we get these alerts to start going off, there's a high possibility that we'll take this for a sell and we'll push it down to the level of support that we see right here. That is 144 pips. We may put our stop loss behind the previous day's high or just right above resistance for 45 pips. That'll give us a 1 to 3 risk to reward. All right. So again, risking 45 pips to make 144. Let's check news. 3 minutes. All right, and here we go. So once again, same old, same. If it's above 50, that indicates expansion. Below it indicates contraction. It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of the economy. All right. So for all you guys who have businesses out there, you guys probably can relate to this pretty heavily, even if you have never taken a manufacturing survey, right? You just know, hey, we're hiring a lot or we're firing a lot. right? Or, we're ordering a lot of products or, things like that, right? You probably feel it, if you have a business, right? Whether it's big or small. And those are always tattletale signs about what's going on in the economy, right? Maybe you used to purchase, paper or something, and it used to cost you, $2, and now it's costing you $6, right? You just know something's up with that, right? And that's not a good thing because that's more money for, that's more of a cost for you, which means you got to end up charging more, right? Which, it all just kind of spirals into, something that's not good. All right. So you don't always need to know, um, what these numbers are. A lot of times you'll know before these numbers even come out because you felt it, right? It's just real life, right? So we're living in Forex, right? But a lot of us are just not uh, crossing over and actually taking advantage of the movement in the market. So, you know, that's what I'm here for, right? Help you guys transition over and start, just putting it all together because you're already doing it. You might as well start making some money from it, right? You understand what I'm saying? And that's that. So, we're gonna let this click on down, and then we're gonna see, what it's gonna be. All right, but let's take a quick look again at the dollar. We're still respecting that order block. Look at the rejection, right? You guys remember what I told you from 9:45 news, right? Don't act off of it, right? Because look, they pushed it up, make you think it was gonna go up, and now we're getting rejection. All right, so something's going on, right? Let's take a look. Five, four, three, two, one. Happy New Year. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. It already pushed down. So I can tell you that, well, we'll see. Oh boy, pushing down, right into this order block. All right, look at all of that, guys. That's why you wait. Bad news came out lower than expected, so we are pushing to the downside on the dollar. Everything is going off. All right, and you see how that dollar news affected the pound CAD, the odd CAD, the dollar CAD, right? So again, the JXY index is moving. Everything is moving and grooving right now, right? Markets are open as far as stocks are concerned, right? I'm just going to start moving my alerts around. But this is why you wait, guys. This is exactly why you wait. Hey, let's get them to think it's going to go up, all right? Oh, it's going up. It's going up. 15 minutes later, kaboom. All right. So, guys, it's all in the pudding. All right. This is all um, from just showing up. Go, what did you do? Oh man, you shot up? No, no, go. You can't do this to us. Okay. But guys, don't get too crazy, right? It just shot up to this area. We still have opportunities for it to fall, but we are going to see, how this is going to really play out. All right. So let's just keep it right. And again, just alerts all over the place. Dollar index hits 10-week low. You don't say. All right. So we can read that later. But it fell. But do you guys remember when I told you about this area, right? What was going on in this area? We were here, came back, major rejection, major rejection. We're here again, and now we're seeing more rejection. Isn't that ironic, right? Again, guys, rock with me. Y'all will start piecing this together in no time, all right? So, on the 4 hour, right, we can already see rejection. So, if we go to a lower time frame, okay, we can see it a lot more clearly. All right, we'll hop on down to the 1 minute, right, and there you go. So those are the bulls. These are the bull candles that are showing us the rejection on the higher time frame that looks just like a wick. All right, so pushed all the way down. So all of this move up This was a bull candle. This is still a bull candle, even though we're getting rejection at the top. But my point is, you can see whether or not we're still going to be pushing down or we're going to be pushing up on the lower time frame. Each candle represents a minute worth of data and it's painted every minute, right? So every minute you're going to see a candle and you're going to be able to see if it went up or down or sideways, all right? And here's your countdown, right? 36 seconds left, 35, 34, right? So you can always kind of anticipate, the closure of a candle, right? If you ever need to get into the trade, with an early confirmation, right? Off of a candle close. Okay, so these are all little tidbits, guys, that want you to try to write down or try to memorize, what have you. But more importantly, just come over to class and rock with us because you'll have the opportunity to go into it in depth to where you really, really understand it, and you don't have to try to, remember, hey, what did he say on the live again? Right. So again, pushing down, right? All those alerts going off, right? And now we're just again, we're still in this zone, right? So as much as we want to think that it's just going to break and keep falling lower, until it does it, until you get a candle, guys, that actually opens and closes below this green line, you know what I mean? We still can rise. All right. So again, a lot of waiting, right? Unfortunately, I hate for you guys to, have to wait all morning or what have you, but this is just real life. This is how it goes, right? Especially when you're trading, you got to have a ton of patience, right? To wait for the setup to come to you, to not chase trades and just get into things because you just saw, oh, it was bad news, so it's going to fall. Yeah, well, there's plenty of time where bad news comes out, it falls initially, but then the rest of the day it keeps going up, and you're like, what the hell just happened, right? Well, I'll tell you. What happened was manipulation. What happened was, price respected structure. You understand what I'm saying on the charts? And the news wasn't as powerful enough as you thought it was to change structure, right? All of those things, you know, become the reasoning, right? And again, just over time, you guys will start to peep game and say, okay, if there's so much manipulation going on, let me relax, let me chill. When the hour goes by, I'll come back and take a look, see if it still looks like it's manipulation, or see if I can spot what they did. Oh, they push down, but then, 45 minutes later, it's up now and it's solid and it matches, the overall market structure that you see on whatever, pair you're looking at. He's like, oh man, you dirty bastards, right? Y'all almost got me. But Bain told me about y'all, so y'all didn't get me. All right. This is how it goes. All right. But it is pushing down for now, guys. So, we got to just wait it out. All right. We're looking like we're getting that candle break now. All right. Let's get back. Here it is. And in 38 seconds. All right. So this was a break right here. But this is an in and out break, basically meaning you got part of the candle that's above that support line, and then you have part of it that closed below it. So yes, that would qualify because it closed below the line, but I love the candles that actually open below the line and close below the line. So 10 seconds left, and this looks like it's going to be that candle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and kaboom. So candle open and close, and now the next candle open lower. All right, guys. So now there's a possibility that we should start to fall on the dollar because we broke this major level of support. All right. So let's get it back to a higher time frame, and there you go. All right. So now I think we're probably going to go and get this liquidity. Okay. But anytime we break an area, guys, we typically are going to pull back to that area before we continue to fall. All right. But again, you don't know when that's going to happen, but you can expect it to some degree. All right. So this is no longer support. This is now resistance. Okay. This order block is now destroyed. So is this. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Again, previous day high, previous day low. This was probably a previous week low, all right? And we've broken that, but this is a swing, all right? This is a swing low that we broke. So we definitely have what we call change of character, all right? So at one point, we were just making, these lows were getting higher, right? And higher. But now with this push down, we've broken all these lows. So we went from going higher to now lower, all right? Again, going from a uptrend to potentially, all right, a downtrend. This is not confirmed as a downtrend, right? Because we need a lot more to happen. We need a pullback and we need another run that will give us what we call lightning bolt, right? Here's the run, pullback, and the run. That will represent your downtrend as you will have lower highs that have gotten created, all right, to let you know, right? So from all the way up here, this will be your high, this will be a lower high, another lower high, another lower high, et cetera, et cetera. So with that kind of market structure, you'll know that you're in a downtrend, all right? So again, news going off left and right, but we get it, we know, things are happening. But let's see, all right, let's try to take a look because the indices are definitely what we're really wanting to look at. So look at this: Tesla's up, Amazon is almost up, Apple's up 1%. So Tesla's a major driver. Microsoft is down 0.4, Netflix is down 0.8. So we got a mix, right? Three green, two green, three red, but you never know. But I can tell you that NAS is pushed up, obviously because we can see it, and then US 30 has pushed down a little bit, all right, not too much. Um, but from a market structure standpoint, all these indices look like they should fall, right? So as the dollar's falling, typically that would make the indices go up. So we gotta wait and see, like, what is it really going to be, all right? Get these alerts in the mix, but if you ask me, Nas looks pretty good for the sell right now. All right, we blasted past this fair value gap, but we just tapped into that order block. So now a position right here, okay, on NAS is looking pretty damn good. All right, but I need to see some rejection on the dollar, right, because it is falling. I need to see that rejection. Okay, so I guess this doesn't want to play nice. All right. But yeah, I need to see rejection on the dollar and bulls show up before I actually get into the sell on NAS. But I'm definitely wanting these alerts to go off for NAS because man, oh man, it looks so good right now. All right. Um, boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so let's go and look at the dollar again because I think I'm gonna just take NAS. I have everything that I need. Definitely getting some bears to show up, but man, 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 man. All right, so again, little rejection still in that fair value gap on gold, right? If y'all remember earlier, gold was pushing up, right? It looked like it was just gonna probably keep going, but it's respecting this fair value gap, which is part of market structure, just marking up the charts, and we could still potentially get a fall on gold. All right, so alerts are ready to rock and roll. And we'll come back to it, but let's again look at the dollar. Okay, still pushing down. All right, I'm gonna get rid of these. 5 minute, so I can see just plenty. So I'm trying to look left, see if there's any support areas where we could potentially bounce from, and I do see some. right over here, right? You got to have that eye, all right? And so here, go ahead and do one of these, and I'm going to place it right here at this low, all right, for liquidity grab. So coming back over to where price is now, and come on, come on. There we go. All right, sorry guys. You know, it's the 1 minute time frame is crazy. All right, but here is our zone that we most likely will get into or tap into before we push up on the dollar. All right, but man, I want to sell NAS right now. It is looking crazy good. Um, but it'll be premature, right? Because if the dollar keeps falling, there's a possibility NAS could rise. But let's look because the alerts are going off. And there we go. So we're getting a little rise right now. You see what I'm saying? Again, I be knowing, right? It's just you gotta be patient, man. And it sucks because we don't want to wait. All right, it's my money and I want it now, right? That's how it is. So again, guys, you know it sucks, but trust me, it doesn't suck more than taking a loss because you weren't patient. And then you see after you take the loss that everything goes in your favor and goes the way that you wanted it to, but you just didn't wait. All right, so man, I even want to get it as it's pushing up because that's just a good thing when you're selling. All right, but we will see, guys. We will see. I want to get as many alerts as possible on this because this is the money maker, guys. All right. All right, let's hop out of here for a second. Let's take a look at some of our majors once again. We'll look at them from a higher time frame, get a good picture. Look at that, man, broke all the way through resistance. And so, guys, unfortunately, I can tell you that today is going to be a bit of a waiting day, right? Because we got the push up. So we're looking for the pullback before we can get into the buy. All right. We missed all of this, right? Some people were breakout traders and they took this, right? And they're in profit, which is good, right? But hopefully they take it, the money off the table as soon as possible because pullback is expected. So that'll bring them into drawdown, all right, which is not, where they want to be, all right. So we'll see, we'll see. But for now, definitely got reaction off 10 o'clock news where the dollar fell significantly. Here, this fair value gap is invalid. We'll push our alerts up on both sides just to see if we get any motion. Um, Still looks a little bearish, okay, because respecting that previous day high as well as this resistance zone. All right. Bum, bum, bum. You know what? I'm gonna turn news off for right now because it's getting crazy. All right, boom. All right, there we go. So now you guys see what I was saying with pound. So earlier this morning, we were like about right here. I said we were coming off support. Looks like we could still rise, and kaboom, right? So you can anticipate a lot, right? But whether or not you take advantage of it or not, right? That's completely up to you and your discretion, all right? But just being able to know how to read it and recognize it is, your main battle, all right? But again, guys, I'm waiting, all right? I'm waiting for pullbacks to fair value gaps, waiting for pullbacks to the areas that it broke, all right? It broke this high right here, so I'm waiting for it to come back to that same area to look for potential buying opportunities, all right? Euro, euro dollar, yep, blasted through. So again, this is now support, all right, guys? So quick lesson. If you guys don't already know, which I'm sure most of you do, but if you break a resistance level, right, where price is being held underneath or the candles are below, your resistance line, right? If you break above that, then that line now becomes support. So at one point it was keeping the candles below it, but now the candles are above that same line. So now that candle becomes support, right? It's the same vice versa, right? If we have, let's say, support down here and price comes all the way down and breaks below that, okay? This support line, right, at the time of it being support, it is now going to turn into resistance because the candles are below the line. All right. So again, just a little something. Let's check out gold. Dun, 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 dun. All right, look at that gold rejection. So isn't that ironic? Dollars falling, but gold also looks to be falling, right? That's not the right correlation. All right. And again, that's how it is, right? You trade long enough, you will see that, it's not 100% anything. I don't care how you slice and dice it, right? You know, market structure to me is the only thing that's like 100%. And it's not even 100% really because news can obviously affect it and change it from what it is that you see, right? You know that structure's down, you're in a pullback, and then, price is supposed to go down. Just like this, you're in a pullback, price should go down. But if price just shoots up like crazy and it just keeps going up, typically news did it, right? And that's how that is. But I never do it the opposite way around, guys. I never take news as king, right? And then, put market structure to the back burner. Never do that, all right? You will be highly upset. Um, and, that's just that. So let me see if you guys are saying anything. Okay. All right. So we're good. Again, guys, if you're just joining, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. All right. Man, look at that. Nice rejection on NAS. Okay. If you guys remember, we were pushing up, but now, we're just getting a little bit of some doji candles. So we're not getting a heavy push up is the point, right? So because of that, guys, I'm probably going to get ready to sell NAS, all right? And again, I'm going off of market structure. I do not care that the dollar is falling, okay? Like, this really doesn't mean too much to me, all right, in regards to what I see on the NAS, all right? And I think my NAS is really getting ready. To be honest, guys, man, man, I want to take it right now. This is just gonna be 115 point take stop loss for 638 point drop, guys. Oh man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm so ready to take this, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. So what I'll do is I will wait, okay, until we get a break below this support line. All right, if we can get a break below this support line, I'm absolutely going to take the NAS for the sell, guys, and my stop will be right above here, right, and then I'll just try to write it down, uh, as we go along. But man, this is so tempting not to take it right now. All right, but you guys are going to see how price starts to react as it gets into this support level here. All right in this zone. um, you'll see like if it's rejecting, if so, then that's going to be some sort of indication that maybe it wants to push up, maybe it wants to rise. But we'll see. All right, let's take a look at US 30. Okay, man, look, this was this was the position that I had on it that I wanted to take, right? So again, look at my stop loss, right? So it would have gotten stomped out, but you can see clearly it's still going in my favor, after getting stomped out. But I never took it, so I'm good because I never really, as it started pushing up, the bears never really showed up. But now here, it did at this candle, and things are looking really, really good at the moment. But still gotta wait because it's respecting the support level. Could push up, mitigate everything here, which you can see I have another position that I'm looking to sell US 30 off of, and we'll see if we'll get that. All right, SPY. All right, SPY was supposed to die. Let's see. Tesla, what's up? All right, there's SPY. All right, And boom, guys, that looks super beautiful to me. Okay, but hold tight. Yeah, because we got new daily high over here, right? And the low is right here. All right, so let's get back down to business here. Way. All right, definitely got to get some alerts in the mix. All right, there we go. So on SPY, we are consolidating. All right, and I want to see, which way you're gonna, is it gonna bust a move out or to the downside? Time will tell. Naz, what are you doing? All right, look at that. We never got the break below that support area. Again, my spider senses are always tingling, guys. Um, for me not to do something or to, absolutely go ahead and do something. All right, so let me just get this a little like that. All right, and still gonna wait on it, getting more alerts. All right, a few more to the top. All right, still waiting, guys. Let's look. Dollar. Look at that, guys. Rejection. Surprise, surprise. It's supposed to be all bad news, right? Well, now we're starting to get a rise. All right, let's get a few more alerts. So again, you can see why gold still looks bearish. All right, because there's potential for the dollar to still rise up. This may have just been a liquidity grab. All right, we can see it from the 4 hour. Okay, here was liquidity that was sitting here as support. All right here in this area, and then we just went and grabbed it. Right, so now we can start our push to the upside. But again, guys, the alerts will let us know, and then we'll get into the right kind of plays. All right, so looking back at gold. Yeah, it's still looking promising, guys. Still looking very, very promising. So, want as many alerts as we can get, because by the time the alerts get set, you'll know that, hit, you'll know that the bears are starting to show up, or at least bearish pressure is coming, and we may have the opportunity to take the sell. All right. And if so, I think we're going to make a nice amount on gold, because here is where the next liquidity area is, and we're talking 58-point move, guys. That's over 580 pips on gold, right? And man, listen, okay, standard lot, guys, you're talking over $5,000, right? And that's just, who knows, within a day, possibly, okay? But just got to stay ready, right? Let me see. So let's look at oil. All right, so my team's in a sell on it, and we're about to get our take profit hit. We just need that nice little push. So I believe when the dollar goes up, we will get that push, and we'll get our take profit hit for sure. But again, oil is still bearish at the moment. What about silver? Look at that. Silver rejected support, all right, and it still, has it as support for the moment, all right, and starting to, push up. But I'm going to get rid of Fibonacci for now. And let me make sure I got the high and the low correct. So here is low, and here's the high. All right, get rid of that. All right, so here, guys, on silver, you can see, man, this is a double top, okay? I just want to point that out. All right, and here's a fair value gap getting created. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to hold on to your hats because silver might make a huge drop, okay? And silver pays, all right? So, pays more than gold, all right? Just in case you guys didn't know. But uh, here, just a bit of a support area. All right, so we got some waiting to do. All right, now again, this candle will close in the next 6 hours, so we don't really know if this fair value gap will be, legitimate or confirmed. But it did create a gap so far, so we'll see, when it's all said and done. But we definitely need to get alerts on silver. All right, as we go to the lower time frame, here things become a lot more clear. Right? There's our support area that we rejected. And now here's a fair value gap. So this was the fair value gap from the higher time frame, but we have another gap right here, right? Just like that on this time frame. All right, so setting some alerts, guys. I'm telling y'all, it may be time to rock and roll for a sell on silver. Just obviously, all the support area is a little concerning. All right, because with the double top, guys, this is how you play it. You get price to push up. It'll make the first high, just like this. Then you'll get it to push down a little bit. Then it'll come back up to the same high, right? And then it'll create another high. So this is where you get your double top, equal highs, just like what we have here. But now the problem is we got we have to break this area for the double top to be activated. And then we got to wait until price pulls back to the resistance area, right? For it to get more interesting, right? So we need to see, okay, as you're pushing up, are you really going to go back up or are you going to reject that area and start to push down? Well, if you reject that area and start to push down, oh, it's time to sell from that lower high because that's what the double top represents, a bearish reversal pattern, right? You go from making higher highs, higher lows to same highs, lower lows, lower highs, and the story continues. All right, but definitely have my eye on silver for the drop. Potentially, gold for the drop as well, guys. Everything is looking prime time. It's just we gotta wait a little bit. That's all. So looking at the dollar, and we got dollar all week. So this we could be waiting for a little bit. Well, to the next day basically. But here it is again, guys. Just more rejection on the dollar, getting all the way to the 5 minute. And man, we got a floor. We have a floor now, guys. All right, so let me show you what I mean. Is price came down and now it's starting to go up. So right here is our floor, right there. All right, and because we have a high, because we have a low, we can use Fibonacci, right, from the high to the low to determine how far back price is going to pull. And what do you know? It'll pull back to this area before potentially still falling. So, guys, it's only until we get above this area, right? 104.57 is where we can start to say, okay, yeah, the dollar's definitely going to rise, right? But for now, you just never know. All right, it's anybody's ball game. It can push up to the fair value gap, balance it out, and then fall again, right? You know what I'm saying? But above this area, above this high, then things are indicating that it definitely wants to start pushing up more. All right. So again, guys, really just a big time waiting game this morning. And again, it's just like that sometimes. All right. But let's see what we can find elsewhere. So pound odd. Okay. Not ready yet, but very close. All right, S&P and all of them are doing something. We'll come back to the pounds. Okay, we're about to break out of this box, guys, to the downside. Man, oh man. Uh, Definitely, again, just want to see a clean break. Let me get you guys in the mix, right? All right, so right about here is what I want to see, right? I want to see a candle that opens and closes, okay, below that consolidation, right? If I get that, guys, I will definitely be taking a sell right here, right? My stop loss will be right above the consolidation, and my take profit will be right down to this low. All right, I'll have a 1 or 2 risk to reward, risking only a 28 point move to make an 80-point move on spot. All right, so US 30. Oh boy, oh boy, oh man, it's Christmas, guys. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ah, woo, it's tough, man. It's tough because let me get my stuff lined up right. I don't think I have the high and low right on US 30, but let's see. Yeah, I need to adjust. Okay, here it is, and there it is. But boy, oh boy, is this looking ready to go? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So, oh man, um, damn it, guys. Uh, okay, okay, okay. So the normal me, I would have taken this. All right, I can't lie to you guys. So I'll have a position like this on it right now. Um, man, 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 man. Let me get down to 15 minute, really see what's going on. Yeah, guys, I like this. I can't lie. Uh, oh man, decisions, decisions. Okay. Damn it. So what I see is, we got these highs, but then we started to break, where we had some lows. Okay, right there. So this is all resistance right now. Obviously, this is where I want my stop loss to be behind, either there or there. And, this is 184. This is 133. But after we broke that low, right, we respected it, did a little hunt, and now we pushed down and then we broke another low right here, right? So again, this is still an area where I can place my stop loss behind for just 63 points on US 30 to make almost 800 points, guys. I'm taking it, man. I'm sorry. It's just looking too good. Okay, US 30. I'm in a sell. I'm going with a very tight stop loss, guys. Please understand. Tight stop losses are typically, not the best, okay? But if you happen to know what you're doing, you can definitely get away with having a tight stop loss, all right? So, man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, this is just premature. I can't lie. I'm in profit now, but it is premature because I needed it to break support first, which it looks like it's doing right now. So, guys, I will give you this play on US 30 if you want it. All right, here it is. 38582. 38582. Stop loss is 38683. Take profit is going to be 37715. All right, guys, there you go. Again, get in where you fit in. This is US 30. I've taken it for a sell. Guys, please understand this is premature, okay? Dollar is still falling. It hasn't given us any confirmation that it's going to rise, all right? Except we are getting a little bit of rejection and we created a floor. But I'm doing this with a very tight stop loss, looking to lose about $87, looking to make roughly $800, all right? So, this is a really great risk to reward of 1 to 10, all right? So you're risking $1 to make $10. That's what you want, all right? Gold. All right, see, gold's still a little in the mix, right? And this again, why I'm a little, I know what kind of bet I've made on US 30, but I'm willing to lay in it. All right, it's just what it is. All right, so let's take a look at NAS. And boy, oh boy, it's getting closer, guys. I'm taking these alerts because it don't really look like you want to push up for now. And I'll put them below. All right. And as I'm waiting, guys, all I'm really needing is that open and that close below that support line. If I get it, oh, it's lights out. All right. Taking that as for sure. Stop will be somewhere above this order block, potentially maybe above here. Um, I don't have a problem taking a tight stop, right? That's just my style. But I know, right, certain trades, I cannot get away with the tight stop. I need to have a bigger stop to survive whatever madness, happens to be a possibility, right? That's just what it is. So here, gold again is just kind of doing something. Looks like it wants to push up, right? But getting ready for Nas. And hopefully US 30 to break, their small lows. Look, I'm in profit. Man, I need more alerts. I wish I could just tell AI to set alert on something and it did it, but not quite there yet. All right. All right. And SPY, here we go. Right. Guys, what did I tell you? I just need that candle to open and close outside of that consolidation box, and it's a go on SPY. So these indices this morning is looking better and better, guys. Peep game, just 40 minutes after news, right? Things have settled. You don't see a whole lot of up and down, left and right, right? You see what price is actually wanting to do, all right, versus what you expect it to do or what you hope it will do or what you feel it would do, right? All that emotional stuff, okay? We didn't get captured, right? We kept it cool for the most part, and now we're gonna be able to take advantage and get rewarded, right? What if we so go off of our emotions, right? We didn't really get the bears to show up. Yes, we did get that doji candle, which was a sign of indecision, but the bears still never showed up. My alerts never got hit, so never took the trade, guys. This is how you level up. This is how you become a professional, right? This is how you start seeing success in your trading. So I'm sure if you're new, right, and you've been having those headaches and those frustrations because you just can't quite seem to win, you just can't quite seem to figure it out, you just can't quite seem to get on the right side of a trade, right? There's reasons why. You feel me? Like in the moment you want to know those reasons, you will find them, right? What's the verse say? He who seeks shall find, whatever it is, right? It's that situation, guys, right? You will always find whatever it is that you're looking for, all right? It's just the way the universe works, all right? So again, guys, these are all looking decent. Look, Tesla's up, but they're, it's still in the mix, right? Look, almost everything in the US 30 is red, right? Caterpillar's down tremendously, right? 2 points or 2%. And now United Healthcare Group, which is a major mover of the US 30 stocks, is also down now. And like, look, these are turning around, all right? Tesla was up, still up pretty good. But if we take a look at Tesla, right, and we just go and take a quick glance, right, you got to get, I don't know. All right, I don't know. I don't know. I see a little bit of a wedge here, guys. So this is a tough one, right? So we're doing like that, and we're also kind of doing like this. So it looks like we broke out of that, and we could rise. All right, we could rise on Tesla, but we could fall also. So I don't really know. You know what I mean? But I do know it's kind of going down right now. So in the next, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, guys, we might be rocking and rolling. All right. So hang tight. And again, thank y'all for joining. Hope your morning has been okay so far. All right. But by the time we get a few things to show on these indices, your morning may turn out great. All right. So Time will tell. All right, but back over to Nas, 5 minute, almost there. Look how it's respecting that area, guys. Y'all see how it got to it? Just rejected it just like it did before. Okay, again, these are all little tiny little things that you guys will pick up on over time, and just know why you have to wait. Know why you have to look for a certain candle close above or below a certain level, right? Because it tells you, it tells you something. That's just basically what it is, and it's going to tell you, hey, buy me or sell me. That's how that goes, right? Come on down, y'all. That's what I need. Just push on down. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's almost there. US 30. I'm in profit, but I want that break. Give me that break. Rate me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. All right. Okay. Pound CHF now is ready to rock and roll, guys. I'm taking it for the sell. Okay. What we have, let me get you guys in this right. All right. So I'm liking the break and the retest, and now we're getting bearish to show up. This will be a bearish engulfing candle. Now we got 15 minutes left on this candle because we're on the 30 minutes. So I can go to the 15-minute and see how that looks because we may be getting ready to close on a candle. All right, but 15 minutes. Oh, all right, there it is. 33 seconds left. 32. So guys, I'm getting ready to take the pound CHF because in the next 25 seconds, this will be a bearish engulfing candle, and it will give me just a slight trend line break, right? Not a whole lot, but just enough for me to be, pretty cool about it. And I like the little equal highs that we got right here. All right, guys, so pound CHF is looking pretty good to me. Boom, there it is. New candles painting. I'm selling pound CHF. My stop will be above the resistance area, and we're talking 48 pips. All right, I love it when it's below 50 pips, so we can clearly aim for 100 to give ourselves a 1 to 2. Right, and back on out. Get some alerts set first, so we'll know what time it is. All right, if you don't have the subscription that gives you a bunch of alerts, highly recommend that you do. There are some free sites out there that will give you the alerts for free, right? All right, we can aim for more than 100. Here we go. But you know, if you're using TradingView and you like it like me, I suggest to kind of go with the alerts for them. But Trade Locker is about to blow the game off. So hopefully their alerts are free. They don't charge for them, but you never know. We'll see. All right, here's pound CHF, guys, and here is the play. So we're in at 114641. All right, pound CHF, sell now, and this is 1.14641. 114641. Yep. Okay, our stop loss is this for 48 pips. Okay, our take profit is 1.13202. That is for 140 pips, 43 pips. All right, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. All right, and we are in profit on pound CHF. Come on. All right, there we go. So let's take a look at NAS. Hey, what do we got? Got a nice candle that opened and is about to close. All right, let's go lower. All right, guys, we're getting there. And you guys are seeing how it is done. Again, if I lose this trade, I am going to be a-okay with that. It comes with the territory, guys. You cannot win them all, but you can put yourself in a high probability trade, which means obviously what it sounds like. You have a high probability of winning the trade, right? So whenever you do have a high probability of anything, why not take it, right? It's just common, just makes sense, all right, in my book at least. All right, so here, getting a nice push, got a minute left, and man, I might miss my move. It may want to take off on me, all right, but 1 minute and, you know, and it's hitting all my alerts and everything. It's like, man, all right, so this is gonna be all I need. All right, guys. Again, it may very well pull back, once we get into it, but I'm ready for that, right? I got my stop way up here, and we got plenty of indecision candles. We got a little fair value gap sitting there. That's where it may pull back to. So if you guys want to get in at a better price, go ahead and set yourself a sell limit order right around that fair value gap, and that should do you justice, okay? But by the time this candle closes in the next minute, I'm going to be taking it for the sell because this is exactly what I was looking for. Got a trend line break. We broke a low. We pulled back. Bear showed up, breaking another low. So again, it's time to go, guys. Man, I might not. Oh my God, it's just going. All my alerts, man. Nah. All right, guys. So dollar, what are you doing? Oh, so it's rejecting and pushing just a little bit, not a whole lot. So again, nothing too crazy, but still, guys, um, I'm going with structure on the indices, and that's that. You know what I mean? It's just 21, 20, 19. All right, Tesla's still up. Everything's still kind of mixed, but everything in US 30 is looking pretty low except for Boeing. They're going off right now, but may not be enough. See way more red. All right, guys, but here it is. All right, so I'm in it. Sell on NAS. My stop loss will be above here, and my take profit. Let me get up out of here. Oh yeah, I'm aiming for the gusto for sure. All right, boom, there it is. Right, guys, we got a 1 to 3 risk to reward, right? 173 point stop loss for 560 point take profit. Right, here are your numbers for NAS. 18563, 18563. Stop loss is here. Again, that was 180, no, 173 point. Okay, and take profit is 18. All right, and that is for 560 points. All right, guys, you heard it here first. All right, make sure you get in where you fit in. Okay, on these, but boy, oh boy, is it looking good. All right, look at that candle from a big bearish candle to indecision candles to now a bullish candle with way more body than the previous two candles. Tattletailing. All right. Again, we look for what the market is going to give us, right? Not for what we hope and all that good stuff. All right. So there goes my dollar cat play that I'm going to get in, as well as probably dollar CHF, but dollar cat looks way better. All right, so dollar CHF looked like it did exactly what the dollar did. Got a hunt, it went in hunted, right? Took out the low, possibly going to rise, but dollar CAD looks way better for the rise, guys. So again, I'm going to take my chances here. Oh, look at that wick. Yes, Lord. All right, buying the dollar CAD, stop below the wick, take profit all the way to the top. All right. So I'm looking at 29 point stop loss for 102 pip take profit, a 1 to almost 4 risk to reward. Here we go, guys. All right. So 136319. This is dollar cat. Okay. This is a buy now. Entry is 1.36. I think it was 619. 1.36319. 29. All right, your stop loss is going to be, and that is 29 pips. Okay, take profit is going to be, and that is 103 pips. All right, guys, again, get in where you fit in. Okay, these are really good setups. Okay, looks like I had a little blip in the matrix with the software on my computer, guys. Hopefully, I'm back. You guys can hear me okay. Somebody let me know in the chat just to make sure. All right. So again, guys, we are in a sell on NAS, and look at that. We are rocking and rolling. Okay, we are also in a sell on US 30, and we are in profit, guys. We finally got our break below that support, and we are killing it right now. All right. So again, guys, I think this will do it. All right. So US 30, NAS, and there goes SPY. All right. So we also have what we need for SPY. I will sell it. All right, stop above the high as promised. Take profit just like that. Get all of my alerts, push them down, and y'all know how we get down. All right, now Nasdaq chip rise, S&P rise on chips, mega cap boost. Yeah, but it wasn't strong enough. All right, because everything's falling now. All right, boom, guys, we in the money. All right, so take what you can. All right, dollar cat was good. Dollar CHF, I believe. Uh, we're also in profit. All right, it's easy money, guys. Y'all rock with me. All right. BBIDF, y'all should know. Bain break it down. Forex, check me out. My website, forexwithbain.com. All right, guys, you guys can sign up for my Discord and get in the mix. All right, because I promise you, you will love it over here. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right? Peace.